Hi, how are you doing? My name is Keyvan Davani, I'm the Total Connector, and today I want to talk to you about the cryptocurrency regulation for the months May, June, and July 2018. Just to give you a bigger overview of what's been happening. In the background you see, this is the beautiful natural landscape and mountains and seas and lakes of Austria. I was there with my girlfriend. It was just gorgeous. It was beautiful. We had a wonderful time. It was, I mean, I would just suggest to anybody, if you want to really absorb pure nature and swim in the, the tempered, cold tempered water of Austrians, lakes and seas, go there to Salzkammergut, Oberösterreich, Wolfgangsee. This is the place where we were for several days, which is gorgeous. So yeah, let me just, get to the point and see what we have for today. Lakes and seas. Yeah, you can hear me, so that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Let me just put it on my channel too, so everybody else can follow it. Cryptocurrency regulation update. Okay, so let's get started. What do we have today? There's also a very good article by Phil Glazer on medium.com on the cryptocurrency regulation. So this is sort of just trying to summarize what he's been saying about what's been going on the regulatory processes, updates related to cryptocurrencies. So these are sort of the summaries of partially what also he has reported on for May, June, and July 2018. This piece provides important regulatory updates since the July piece, broken down by developments in the United States and the rest of the world. So we got United States, first of all, the Bitcoin exchange traded fund re-application rejected by the Security Exchange Commission. That was on July 26th. Then we have, secondly, we have the Federal Reserve Chairman stated cryptocurrencies are not big enough to pose a threat to actively regulate, from July 18th. And then the CFA will add crypto blockchain topics. So yeah, and the rest of the world is South Korea to recognize crypto exchanges as regulated banks. France announced plan to regulate ICOs, amongst other countries, of course. It's not, but I guess, it's pretty, because of the update now, it's pretty interesting to see what kind of countries and nations are trying now to put a sort of, let's say, oversight regulatory procedure in the crypto blockchain space. And then we have the Financial Stability Board, FSB, announced framework to monitor crypto asset market. Then we have China to crush ICOs targeting its citizens. So let's go one by one through those. So the Bitcoin ETF reapplication was rejected by the SEC. It was a proposal, June proposal, to list and trade the Winklevoss Bitcoin Trust as an exchange-traded fund, as an ETF. That was reviewed and rejected by the Security Exchange Commission in a 3-1 decision. A similar proposal from the same group was rejected in 2017. And in its decision, the Security Exchange Commission noted that it does not consider markets for Bitcoin to be sufficiently resistant to price manipulation. However, the SEC also made clear that this decision is not a reflection of its evaluation of the potential of Bitcoin or blockchain technology. Commissioner Hester M. Pierce was the single dissenter and explained her view by stating that, I quote, more institutional participation would ameliorate, would ease up sort of many of the Commission's concerns with the Bitcoin market that underlie its disapproval order. Now the SEC is currently evaluating another proposal for Bitcoin for a Bitcoin ETF from Van Eck and Solid X, which it must respond to within 45 days of submission, meaning another decision on the topic will be made by August 16th. Now, you cannot forget that right as we are talking right now, as I'm talking, the Security Exchange Commission is reviewing the application by the CBOE, the Chicago, first of all, the Commodities Trading Futures Exchange Commission, and the Chicago Mercantiles, exchange, whatever, board of whatever exchange commission or whatever. So they've already, put it into an application process. Now the thing is, the SEC has the legal right to prolong this review process by up to 90 days. So it could go up to, end of this year or maybe beginning of next year. We could have a firm decision with the SEC. Because this is huge. I mean, once one ETF is confirmed, is approved, then then we have everything is set in place what the big institutional players and the money is actually waiting for. So the cat is sort of biting itself into its own tail, because the big institutions are just waiting for the SEC to give out the confirmation so that they can, go along and be and function as in the role of a custodianship, because this is because of the legal regulatory frameworks. The big institutions cannot do these kind of things or go into crypto if they do not have a very solid, and legally approved custodianship, third-party custodian. This is what actually our whole system is made of, but we're trying to get rid of this whole third-party intermediary custodianship. But this is especially true for, in this case, I would say it is true for the sake of security, and that is really important and lies at the heart of this whole thing. Now, okay, Federal Reserve Chairman stated cryptocurrencies are not big enough to pose a threat to actively regulate. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell made clear that regulating the cryptocurrency market is not a priority for the Federal Reserve. In his statement, he explained that the Fed does not view the cryptocurrency market as large enough to pose a threat to the financial system, and that the group has no interest in regulating it. Cryptocurrencies continue to be evaluated by the SEC and CFTC, but do not yet touch the responsibilities of the Federal Reserve, which is tasked with ensuring a safe, flexible, and stable monetary and financial system. Given that cryptocurrencies are not broadly used as savings or spending assets, they do not yet have much of an impact on the broader mainstream financial system. Of course not yet. But if you look at the, let me see if I can, yeah, there you go. This is the coinmarketcap.com, and we can see as of today also, plus minus is about 271 billion dollars of market cap. Cryptocurrencies in total, that is the official number, of course, not the unofficial, is about 1,737. Probably many more because they're not listed yet or whatever. And yeah, I mean, and of course, Bitcoin is of the total market cap would make approximately 40 to 43%, and Ethereum comes in second position. So of course, it's still a drop on a hot stone, as I always say. So let's get on with this thing. All right. Okay, so we have. That was the Federal Reserve Chairman stating his statement. Now we have the CFA. I'm not sure what that stands for. Let me just Google it up for you, because I'm not, what is that? CFA is like the Chartered Financial Analyst. Chartered Financial Analyst. CFA Institute is also. All right. So the Chartered Financial Analyst will add crypto blockchain topics. The CFA will add topics on cryptocurrencies and blockchain to its level 1 and 2 curriculums in 2019. okay, as a curriculum. The topics were added as part of a new section, FinTech and Investment Management, and will appear along with other FinTech topics like artificial intelligence, automated trading. By the way, also London School of Economics has also started offering cryptocurrencies and blockchain into its curriculum, so they're not the first ones, and I'm sure other ones will follow globally. Now, perhaps most meaningful were the comments from Stephen Horan, Managing Director of General Education and Curriculums at CFA Institute, who said that we saw the field advancing more quickly than other fields, and we also saw it as more durable. This is not passing fad. There are roughly 150,000 CFA charter holders worldwide as of 2018, and achieving charter holder status is regarded as an accomplishment, given that it requires passing 3 exam levels over 3 to 4 years. Yeah, education is everything. I mean, education is just, curriculum. It should be part of, obligatory part of this whole curriculum. The designation is common for roles in investment research or portfolio management. Now, the rest of the world, South Korea to recognize crypto exchanges as regulated banks. That's huge. So it means that cryptocurrency exchanges will be categorized as cryptocurrency exchange and brokerage and will be regulated under the umbrella of financial institutions and banks as profiled in prior monthly updates. South Korea has gone back and forth on what approach to take regarding cryptocurrency exchanges. The government has been concerned about protecting retail investors who are impacted by exchange hacks, but has also been worried about how involvement might increase the perceived legitimacy of the space. This update will likely make it more difficult for exchanges to operate at a small scale by increasing know your customer and anti-money laundering requirements as well as internal reporting. Over the long run, however, acknowledgement and regulation of exchanges may open up the industry to more institutional participants. Okay, secondly, France announced plan to regulate. France will develop a framework to regulate ICOs. As explained by source at the French Treasury, ICOs can be very risky for investors, and with no regulatory oversight, it's true that these types of fundraising can lead to money laundering. That being said, we must also admit that ICOs are a major source of fundraising for startups and SMEs. SMEs is like small, mid-size, something like that, enterprises. A lack of regulation could be detrimental for both the issuers who would have no other option but to launch the project in a country that already has a regulation in place, and for the investors who could be subject to fraud. The decision followed a consultation done by the Autorité des Marchés Financiers on how ICO should be handled. Now, next point would be Financial Stability Board, FSB, announced framework to monitor crypto asset market. As it announced in the blog post on its website. For its part, the FSB has developed a framework in collaboration with Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure, CPMI, to monitor financial stability implications of developments in crypto asset markets. The report published today sets out the metrics that the FSB will use to monitor crypto asset markets as part of its ongoing assessment of vulnerabilities in financial system. While the FSB believes that crypto assets do not pose a material risk to global financial stability at this time, it recognizes the need for vigilant monitoring in light of the speed of market developments. As it explains in the report, the Financial Stability Board, FSB, is established to coordinate at the international level the work of national financial authorities and international setting bodies in order to develop and promote the implementation of effective regulatory, supervisory, and other financial sector policies. To start, the FSB will monitor the following metrics: market capitalization, ICO issuance rate, price volatility, banks' exposure to crypto assets, correlation between major crypto assets and other assets like gold and equities, amongst others. And last but not least, China to crush ICOs ICOs targeting citizens. Now, ICOs have been illegal in China since 2017, but the vice governor of the People's Bank of China, Bang Gongsheng, reiterated the government's stance by stating that any new financial product or phenomenon that is not authorized under the existing legal framework will crush them as soon as they dare to surface. Now, this statement makes clear that the government has no plans to overturn its ban on ICOs, and also that it sees preventing ICOs from targeting Chinese investors as a priority. So thanks so much for listening up to now. It means that we are still on the precipice of a huge evolutionary, financial, monetary policy, money system, not only disruption, it goes beyond disruption. This is a total transformation of our monetary, financial assets, investment, procedure, process, and matrix. So what I'm actually really waiting for is these huge decisions. First of all, yes, the ETF, exchange traded fund, once they are confirmed, other ones will follow, and other countries, nations will also follow, I guess, into the footsteps or do similar, take similar steps in that direction. And by that time, hopefully, we can have a huge influx of institutional money flowing and pouring into the market cap, because if we have a market, we already had a market cap of, I don't know when that was, like last year somewhere, around what, over $800 billion. Still a drop of on a hot stone. But just imagine we would have an influx of just a couple of 100 billion, let's just say. I'm not even talking about the trillions that the equity managers and the pension fund managers and the global, border, cross-border pension funds are sitting on. We're talking like tens and tens, dozens and dozens, up to 30-40 trillion of dollars. So that once we have that influx, everything is just going to change. Okay, we're gonna go up like an ocean. It's hopefully because the shitcoins, the scam tokens are going to be rising, be sort of surged up to on that level in the beginning temporarily, but they're going to be flushed out. And I'm hoping that through the next weeks and months, where sort of a crypto winter is sort of prophesized, is that everything is going to go down again. But I'm hoping that this will sort of flush down the toilet all these scam tokens and thousands of shit tokens and scam tokens, and then we're going to have a really pretty decently regulated, oversighted, healthy and really professional and sustainable cryptocurrency, crypto asset, blockchain technology, and based all on blockchain technology in every direction you can think of. And then we can all profit in a very healthy, ethical manner, because I mean, in every sector you can think of, from finance to health to education to supply chain to verification to data storage. I mean, there is not a single sector which is not affected, which could not be affected by blockchain technology. Okay, so be positive. Don't believe, but really go deep. If you want to invest, get in touch with me. I can give you the bigger fundamental analysis, the bigger picture, where to look for, what are the solid projects, and start investing into yourself. That's all I'm saying. Starting to don't expect wonders or surprises from one day to another. This is not a get rich scheme, get rich quick scheme, sort of scenario. This is like, you would be investing into your own future, into your pension, into your children, your children, your family, your loved ones. This is the crypto market. So you got to have trust, not believe. Don't believe it. The time of believing is over. You can believe in all kind of dogmas, indoctrination, religions, politics. You can don't believe in, just understand, comprehend, and then the trust will just come with it, because the trust means knowing, means understanding, means comprehension. All right, so we're gonna head towards a market capitalization of a couple of trillions in the next few years. I'm totally sure of that. And you just gotta, you have to secure your pillows, your financial pillows, and invest wisely, with intelligence, with maturity, with wisdom, with analysis, with research, with due diligence. All right, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for trusting yourself and invest yourself, and get in touch with me. My name is Keyvan Davani. I'm the total connector, and I'll show you here a couple of more pictures here, and let me show you this. Here you go, and this is what I was actually want to show you, is that let me see if I can show you this. Let me see if I can show you a couple of more pictures of the beautiful Austria. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. Oh, by the way, I found a snake over there. It was like a baby snake, but it was a real snake, really cute. Yeah, it's my girlfriend Erica, and beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah, a cow. I even witnessed a cow. Well, I mean, it's just so pure natural, and the water is so clean and fresh, and it energizes you. And this is, yeah, this is just fun. Okay, this is what I was gonna show you too. Yeah, this is just hilarious. Okay. Yeah, you can do all kinds of, vacation over there, wellness vacation in winter, so it's beautiful. All right, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon again. And my name is Keyvan, Davani, total connector, total crypto, total blockchain, total wisdom, total investment, total education, because this is what I'm offering you now with other experts, and I'm hoping that the video I'm working on will be published somewhere in the next few months. It's going to take time. A very short trailer for our educational purpose, for educational material, especially for new beginners, for the 95% of the masses of the Earth's population have no clue whatsoever, let alone not even interacting with crypto assets or cryptocurrencies, or don't know anything about blockchain technology. This is what we're for. We just break down the language, do it with animation, with images, with stories, with metaphors, and analogies and everything else. So this is for you, ladies and gentlemen, my friends. I'll see you soon again, and thank you so much. Bye bye.